Guns and buns. Denver won. The NBA season is done. This Tales from the Crib. You already know what to do. So go on hit that subscribe button. Go on ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead, hit that notification bell. It's time to get in the ring. It's time to make it happen, Captain. You already know what is going on, man. It's your boy Jesse J. Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host.
It's your boy Chico Grande Chico 2 times, aka the captain of the ship.
What?
We're ready to celebrate. The Joker won. He got the face card.
So you a Denver?
He won.
You a Denver fan now?
No, not really.
About to say, let me find out you over here saying, let's Denver Broncos buddies. Let's ride. You like Russell Wilson?
I ain't no Russell Wilson. You better calm down.
It's all right.
This is episode 109, baby. Welcome to the show. I hope you're ready. Another week, another group of scandals, a bunch of sassy ladies, including my co-host. We'll see what's going on.
Listen here, I'm not sassy. I'm entering.
You're classy. You're right.
No, I'm entering my soft woman era. I'm soft.
Let me break it to you. You're being soft.
Whoa. You got the joke. Stop playing
I
with
got the facts. And it's like you in the post on the court. Barbecue chicken.
Listen, hey.
Welcome to the show. We're going to get into everything going on in the world. It's Tales from the Crib podcast. If you're new, my co-host is trying to figure out his equipment, but we're going to jump into the episode because it's been an absolutely crazy week of what's going on. Check out everything else we do in the description. We got a bunch of other channels. We game, we got clips, and we got a reaction channel that's the champion of the world. So go check that out.
Hey.
But it's time to start the mother effing show. Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. That's little cat over there. And we're going to start the show. What do we got for the first topic?
Man, the first topic over here, man, we got somebody going crazy. We got everybody.
I'm sorry. Before we jump into the show, we need to stop the Tipsy Tuesday. Put it in the comments below. Do you love Tipsy Tuesday or do you hate Tipsy Tuesday?
My co-host loves the Tipsy Tuesday.
Oh, and let us know, do you like the show? It's
have no
basically
clue
been
why.
moved to Tuesday. We still put new podcasts every Monday because we record it every Monday, but it comes out on Tuesday. But let us know if you like Tuesdays. Tuesday better for you. You get a little more settled in your week, a little more in your groove. Are you more ready to watch?
My co-host said he in his bag.
Because our views have been going up and I'm liking it.
I mean, hey,
I think they're liking me. They're liking the problem child, as they would say.
Nah, speaking of problem child, let me tell you the real problem child. The real problem child is everybody's favorite rookie bust, Zion Wilson.
Rookie bust.
He was a bust as soon as he
Why
started.
you gotta call him a bust? He's been an all-star.
Come on, man.
Before we talk about this all-star, let me shout out our official sponsor, non-sponsor. Twisted Tea, the drink of champions and drink of your favorite podcast hosts everywhere.
My co-host is on the second one already. I'm still on my first one.
We're talking about women or tea.
Oh, snap. You got jokes. But I wish
We're talking like Zion this episode.
And I wish I was on Zion level. Looks like
You wish you were on Zion?
Zion.
Oh, no. Let him know. There's another baby mama in the line, and his name is Lil Cat Supreme. Rare.
Stop playing, man.
Hey,
But
you were
looks
the one that did the flick of the wrist?
horrible. Looks like here Zion Wilson got a Tatiana pregnant, and it's the joke of the
Wait, what's his name?
Zion Wilson. Giant Williamson, Williamson, whatever. You don't even start to know his name. He a buzz.
It's almost like his what was his name? What's Black Panther's?
Tragic Baldwin.
Yeah, Tragic Baldwin.
He just got jokes.
That's a classic episode, man. R.I.P. Tragic Baldwin.
He ain't finna never let this go. But man, listen here, man. Zion Wilson only 22. Zion Wilson only 22.
Wilson, don't leave me.
22 years of age. Listen here, only
He's
22.
only 22?
He's only 22 from North Carolina.
He makes me look young the way he's aged.
Looks like he is, man.
I'm a spry young 30-year-old.
He got a little Tatiana pregnant. He dropped a little video from the baby shower. And we got it.
Baby shower. Oh, yeah. Let me get out the way. And you.
My baby, you gonna see this at some point. I don't know what the future holds,
You're going to see these tweets.
but mommy and daddy love you. You don't know nothing else in this world. Know that mommy and daddy love you. Life.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So did Zion bag a diamond in the rough, or what do you know about this lady?
Listen here, man. Go to the next slide. I'll show you what I know, man. So listen here, man. When I saw this, my eyes grew big because I saw this girl before. I saw on my dog Queen's Flip show. If you seen no Queen's Flip,
I don't watch that.
he's on the Joe Budden podcast, but on the side stuff, he got his own little podcast that's hilarious. He stay going after people. He be having Tatianas on the table, bouncing at the donk.
God dang.
I'm just saying.
But it says current baby mama, used to be a stripper before getting with a athlete
I just
allegedly.
want to see the moves.
And then we're gonna jump into what's going on the left because it's a
Let's see-
continuing
look.
situation. But before we do that, we're gonna watch this video.
I just say they want to see it. I want to see it.
I mean, Nicole had 1 round.
You want to see? This is your favorite part. Oh Lord, see, I had to put the TFTC logo. It's too much cake for YouTube. Oh Lord. See, we got it covered.
To the left, to the left, to the right. Hey, hey, Bamba, Bamba.
She's gonna make some rain coming out
All
of
on
that
table.
TFTC
All on
logo.
that table. Oh, Banda. Hey,
That's his baby mama.
that's his baby mom. Hey, man. Hey, I ain't tell him. If I was there, I would have told him, no, man, calm down. You need to get you one over these over here. But hey, man,
She wanna
he
tease
over
her.
here dating girls that still date at shop at Forever 21. That's not my problem.
Dang. Why you gonna diss
You know
all
what
the
I mean?
ladies that wear Forever 21 though?
She's shop at 5 and below. But it's all
I
right.
thought that's where you got your ladies.
Man, hey, don't talk. We ain't talking
There you
about.
go.
We ain't talking
No,
about
that's
where I get my
Dollar General.
fishes. But listen here,
Um,
man. She over here talking about she the most hated baby mama out there. But nah, she not. We got here some more drama. Looks like here, oops, adult film star calls out NBA star Zion Williamson for getting his girlfriend pregnant despite them allegedly being intimate recently.
She said, here she tweets, she goes, I warned you about trapping type host Zion Williamson. And if you don't listen to me, I know the game. F and congrats again. The bill was too high, so you had to scrap for crumbs when you couldn't see me or I was busy. I was with you last week in New Orleans and you couldn't tell me you had a random thought pregnant after all I've done for you at Zion Williamson. So she calling these other girls thoughts when she's a whole entertainment star.
I know, man. If you want to see this girl for only $11 a month, you can see this girl, Mariah. What's her name? Mariah Mills. Bounce that boom boom
Boom, boom,
on
boom,
Only
boom, boom.
F's,
Only friends.
Only Friends. But hey, man, I did some deep sea driving. You know how Jesse do
You
it,
paid
man.
that $11?
You know I paid the $11.
Was Zion in there?
No, I mean it's not. You really don't have to pay $11. Honestly, if you go on like the P Hub and you type her name in, she has the videos, and she's not. She only does like white dudes. I see, and she has like over 20 videos, and they're all white dudes, not one black dude.
Our podcast has no money over here. Don't come this way. You're trying to get your milk over here.
Let's see. Let me go from you.
Hmm?
She doesn't like me. Oh yeah, she does.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I ain't rich enough yet. I ain't got that Zion
That's
money.
what I'm saying. We ain't got no Zion money.
You know,
Stay away.
Zion got 5 years, $200 million.
Oh my god. I wish they could pay me to eat Cheetos and sit on the bench. I'd do that for freaking like 10 mil. 10 mil over 20 years. I'd still do it.
I mean, if you didn't know, I mean, Zion, he's a decent player. When he came into the league, everybody thought he was gonna be the next LeBron James, but looks like he's the next paperweight.
He's like
Kwame
Charles.
Brown?
He's
like-
basically, but he's like if Charles Barkley, instead of getting like chunky at the very end of his career and after he retired, he's like doing that in year 5. Charles needs to talk to him. He's like, you got to at least stay in shape. Like the 90% of your career, 85%. You could maybe give up a little bit on your way out, but you're giving up too early because Zion really got the hops. He really got that bounce. He really got the thunder dunks. It looks like he's dunking a little bit too much everywhere else besides the court.
Exactly.
But he needs to calm down because that extra weight is what's injuring his knees, ankles, and feet. And that's the problem because all this extra weight, apparently he's eating too much poor boys in New Orleans.
The poor boy's fire.
All that bread, crawfish, and shrimp is going to his thighs, and it's making his knees and ankles and feet pay for it. So Zion Williamson, you need to get on Jenny Craig and not eat all that New Orleans food that's gonna make you blow up like a balloon.
I mean,
and you're wasting your time. I mean, I guess it's exercise. I guess he's kind of like doing athletics by impregnating all these women, but that's the wrong type of athletics. It's gonna cost you in the long run.
I mean, he got all the money. Look at this. Look at the next slide.
He just got a pro shoe with Jordan, but I think it was on the sale rack. I don't know if he's making that much money from it.
I don't know, but look at the
He's
next.
doing well.
Looking
I
at the
can't
next
say he's
slide
not.
here, it's saying here that he ain't finna learn this lesson. He over here, Woman, imagine this.
Leave the kids out of it.
Imagine you dating a woman in her 30s, and she'll be exposing your text messages to her,
The
and you over here
Snapchats
talking reckless.
with your Snapchat name,
And
Zion
exactly,
Williamson.
like, why would you have a Snapchat with your actual name on it? That's one thing I don't get about these NBA players. Like, they make burner accounts and fake accounts, and they want you to know exactly who they is. They put their name now.
That's crazy.
That's the one part I just never understood. But looks like Zion Williamson text and said,
Wilson.
when you finna move, how much do you expect for me to pay you each month? But I'm super excited. He's ready to spend that money.
Because I don't have a girlfriend, but if I moved you to New Orleans, would you be cool with be like my official? Just asking, so I know how to go about the situation with respect.
I just want to know what that blanked out word was.
I don't know.
My blockhead?
Yep. And Zion Williamson was trying to duck all the smoke by donating to children. So at least all this thought and then plotting these buns everywhere is getting money to the children. Because Zion donated $250,000 to the school system to help with uniform costs for children who have attended new schools because consolidations. God damn.
What do you need to do is stay off Tinder and get off
here.
that Bumble. You need to get in the gym because the New Orleans Pelicans is trash. BI.
Hey, they're decent. They got Brandon Ingram. They got.
Did they not make it to the play-in?
That's because
Zion Wilson wasn't there.
Zion Williamson was hurt, and wasn't Brandon Ingram hurt a little bit? They got C.J. McCollum.
Mm-hmm.
They got what's that center?
Chris Hayes.
No. He's on New Orleans. Vucevic? No, not Vucevic. He's this white center dude that has it's kind of a like Steven Adams build, but he's not Steven Adams. And he has like a bitch name. I'm blanking on him right now, but he's decent. They got some decent pieces there. The one young kid that's on the team. Sorry, I'm forgetting your name, but he was like up for defensive player of the year in the running and was like, I think first or second team all defensive team. They got some pieces there. They got some stuff to work with. It's way better than what Dame got going on in Portland.
So do you think this picture over here to the other side is a PR stunt? They trying to clean
That's what I
his name?
just said. He's trying to dodge the hatred by sponsoring the children's.
Well, $250,000. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. But he made a lot of money. He's sponsored by Jordan.
Sponsoring these bees.
He's sponsored by the Pelicans. They pay him a lot of money. He's got probably a whole bunch of other deals and events, man. This man has got the big bread.
I mean, hey, he got the big bread to spend on her, and allegedly he got a third girl that actually exposed him, saying that he bought me a car. He had me sitting front row. He had me sitting at basketball games. I was everywhere. But I don't want no clout. I ain't doing this for clout.
I heard it ain't tricking if you got it.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he got the money over here paying the
He's
bread.
wasting it, though. That's wasteful.
But I mean, if he's a young kid. Imagine like growing up in North Carolina. He's dating all these girls with these big old badonkadonks. He ain't see that. He went there. He went to Duke.
He could go to Whole Foods, pick up some random girl that's like a regular human being and be like, I'm pretty sure they would really like to have an upgraded life. Girl, you want a car? You want me to pay your house off? I'll do it. You don't need to go to strip clubs and stuff and websites to find
be like Paul Pierce.
That's wrong. Oh, we didn't get that clip.
Oh, we got it. We did.
Oh my god, we're gonna do emergency TFTC clip exclusive, and we're gonna react to the Paul Pierce being crazy on the internet with KG. We're gonna watch the compilation. It's either gonna be a crib reactions or TFTC clips. What do you think that should go under? We can't put them out on both.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, I guess we could.
Hey, we can see how it go. But moving on to the next slide here. On the next topic we got of the day, we got everybody's favorite singing rapper, YNW Melly.
He is seen smiling and good spirits in court as his murder trial starts today. Prosecutors found Instagram messages of YNW Melly admitting to the double murder, alleged
double murder. And if he gets found guilty, he can't possibly get the death penalty because it's no more. You have to give him it has to be 12 votes make you get the death penalty. It can be
Was
8 to
it 12 or I thought it was like was it 8 out of 12?
no. Now it's 8 out of 4. It's 8 out of 4. If 8 people agree out of 4 out of the 12,
Yeah.
then you can get the death penalty. Before it was, I think it's like unanimous. All of them had to agree for you to get the death penalty.
Now they just had to have a majority.
And this is going to be the first person to be tried under this. This just started this year. So the person that did the school Essen thing like a couple months ago, he got scot-free. But YNW Melly's the first one to go under this in Florida. And here's what the prosecution has to say. What they bring it to the table.
Crazy.
Thomas, who is referred to as Juvie, are really dead. One individual, and specifically, sends out, and I want to quote the message exactly that you will hear, and says, right after this, "Yo, homie, you good?
Yo, homie.
Let me know something."
I saw Hans.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it's good. After he's been tagged in multiple social media posts about this drive-through, this shooting. And Mr. Demmons responds very succinctly, "I did that." Shh. Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of the evidence, the state is confident that you will find the defendant guilty as charged of the first-degree murder of Christopher Thomas and Anthony Williams. Thank you.
So confident.
I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, don't worry. Don't worry. I was like everybody else. I was like, man, the prosecution, they got my dog red-handed. They got a video of him walking in the car.
They got DMs.
They got DMs. They
Cell
got
phone location.
And then if you seen the video, it was 2 cars. That,
One cup.
It was 2 cars when at the studio. It was 2 cars. They drove. They had 2 cars. One they got in both cars. They drove. One car drove into the home. They got video evidence of one car driving to the home. So you can't say Melly was in that car. And then the other car drove off with Melly, Borton, and everybody else in it. But I mean, it's looking like here, the YFN Melly's team is saying that the defense got a hard on for YNW Melly. They want him so bad. As soon as they found out,
You almost you caught a YFN Melly for saying,
he's so
not
close.
Lucci. Yeah, I know, it's
YFN,
funny.
YNW, yeah, it's real close. And you know, the police got a hard on for my dog Melly. They said once they found out that Melly got the song and he was gonna be a rich and famous rapper, they was like, forget everybody else. We're gonna ignore all the other evidence we have, and we're just gonna stick it on him. Because it looks like here, the defense stated that the dude that had the dead bodies in the car, he was able to drive home, change his clothes, then drive to the hospital.
Did you say he like showered too?
He did everything. He took a shower, did everything, then drove to the hospital. And then the police asked him questions. They only asked him like 1 or 2 questions, then they let it go. Then you already know everybody was trying to blame it on, oh yeah, it was a drive-by shooting. You know, we got other gangs that's out against us. And then the police was like, oh, this isn't true. But the YNW team says that this is true. You found 2 people that was like, oh yeah, well, we finna wet up that Jeep again. And another person said something else. And then the police confronted those 2 people, but they waited so long. They waited 7 months for one person and a year and a half for the other person to confront them. And you only asked them one question, like, oh, were you there? He said, no, where were you at? He said, oh, I was at work. Like, oh, can you prove it? He's like, yeah, send me the work schedule, and then we'll talk about it later. The dude never sent the work schedule. They never checked on it. So I mean, the people are saying that this is just bad police work, and that YNW Melly may get free. I mean, I hope.
So the sloppy police work might lead to Melly beating the case. Because they're trying to paint the picture that there's a lot of evidence against him. I also heard alleged rumors that they had forensics stating that the gunshots came from within the vehicle,
Yes.
and not actually coming from outside like the drive-by they said happened. Now, has that been disproven, or have you heard any update on that?
I mean, with that whole situation, they still say it happened in the car. There was no drive-by. They walked numerous blocks, didn't find any shell casings, no gun, no scattered. No skeet tire marks on the floor, no shattered glasses. So what they look for on drive-bys.
Yeah, you got to watch for the skeet tire marks.
Nah, but I mean, this
Skid
all
marks.
stuff that happens on skid marks on drive-bys. They didn't find any of that stuff. They also still haven't found the gun. So that's one thing they may get off of. They can't find the gun.
Can't find the murder weapon.
Can't find the murder weapon. And only rapper to show up was my dog Boosie. This is why I see why people don't support
Boosie. That's because Boosie has free time. He ain't doing nothing. He
He
ain't
had a
doing
pool
nothing
party.
but dissing people on the internet.
I know he had pool parties. He pool
Yeah,
party
having pool thought parties
and
like
over
a
there-
50-year-old dude throwing pool
and
parties.
stalking Gabrielle Union, trying to bash her every chance he get. You already know how it is, but
You think Dwayne Wade would beat up Boosie?
of course, Dwayne. But Boosie just got over cancer. He ain't that strong.
Oh yeah, Dwayne Wade's like still 6'3".
But speaking of not that strong, looks like they got Fredo Banks in it too, because allegedly Fredo Banks is the one that let's
Oh.
even go back.
Well, that's a sneak preview. Sorry guys.
Allegedly, Fredo Bangs is the one that picked up YNW Melly after doing the whole shooting, and also they're saying that YNW sent an email, a Snapchat out saying that he did that. Shh, don't say nothing.
Too much self-snitching all time high.
That's what I never get. Why they always self snitching?
I don't know. Do you think he's going to beat this case? Put it in the comments below. I want to hear your opinion.
Yep.
If you're watching this on TFTC Clips, remember,
You think
the
he's gonna
only
beat
way
it?
to watch this podcast in HD in its full format is on Tales from the Crib. So slide on forward over to Tales from the Crib if you want full 1080p. But who do you think he's going to beat this?
I mean, honestly,
What percentage of chance do you give him?
I give him
beating it?
a 75% chance of beating it.
You think this is like
75.
he's got a high chance?
Yeah, because it's not like the whole.
Now, besides beating it, do you think he actually did it?
Oh, I think he did it. I think he did it, but I think he's gonna beat it only because it's 4 people got. If it was 2 people, 3 people who got in the car and 1 person came back, he did it. But it's 4 people in the car.
They could have said he was snaking. He was either doing some snaky stuff or stealing or something.
I mean, but is it snaky stuff that do you think it's snaky stuff that his whole defense team? I mean, his whole team is saying
Something
that it's,
seems very, very sneaky. I quite can't put my finger on it.
I mean, we're gonna keep you updated on this whole YFNW Melly situation, but our prayers go out. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the
We'll give
notification
you
bell.
the updates. I'm gonna give him a 50-50 chance of being the case. I think there's a lot of stuff I heard that seemed pretty damning, I guess you could say, and a lot of stuff that says maybe it's will get thrown out, because I've seen someone get charged for a quadruple murder, but they didn't collect the evidence correctly, so the whole case was thrown out. So that does happen. So we'll keep you updated if there's an update, yay or nay, and let us know what you think in the comments below. But you saw a quick little preview. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
We jump into Drake #1 shooter.
We got your favorite DJ Drama.
Is in the main news. Looks like DJ Drama got the bricks beat off of him in Toronto. But right before he did that, he gave a shout out to Top 5.
Let's
It
see.
looks like it didn't work out. Mr. Thanksgiving.
They said, hey, it's Thanksgiving for us today. When they
Hey,
took his chain.
and look at the next slide here. Looks like they didn't waste no time. The Triple G Demons came out to rob my dog, DJ Drama. And here we got a video of it.
Oh, these were them dissing him?
Yeah, this is them dissing them. We don't know who it is allegedly, but we do know it's the GGG crew, which is the Go Get 'em gang.
This what you fucking get for not checking in. Shout out, boy Drizzy, eh?
Eh?
Triple G's, you know how we
Triple
rock,
G's,
slap,
get 'em.
clap, clap.
Shout out Drizzy.
So man, if you didn't know, man, Top G, one of Toronto's top savages, is also known to be around Drake. If you didn't know, on the song Grammys with Future and Drake, he shouted out top five. Also, he was spotted.
So it's Drake's goons that robbed DJ Drama.
But not only Drake goons, he was also taking pictures with Brandon Jennings, because in the OVO bounce tournament, he actually took pictures. He has pictures with Brandon Jennings, pictures with James Harden, pictures with Chris Brown. So I mean,
Who, top 5?
top 5, yeah. And also, Drake
Ooh.
shouted him out a couple times. So a lot of people saying,
Drama beats.
Drake won #1 shooter. But that's what they
I
said.
thought that was 600 Breezy.
That's one in Chicago. He got one in Chicago.
That's the one he got
one-
in the States, and we got one in Canada.
Basically, that's what it's looking like, and I didn't even know it was that crazy out there. But it looks like they beat DJ Drama up so bad. They took 2 of his chains and his watch, and allegedly they hit him in the face with a Henny bottle, and he was gushing bleeding blood everywhere.
And I heard they did him like they do in the Chicago prisons.
Ooh, give him the Glock Dookie.
No, I heard they said, get that butt.
Nah, nah. I mean, they didn't say all that because this happened at So basically, the reason why this happened is, and the reason why DJ Drama was in Toronto is because there was a Toronto Music Summit up in Toronto, and he had an interview to do with DJ Chubbs, something like that. And I guess he went there. They ended up talking. A few minutes after that, the GGG crew came up there, hit him in the head with the Hennessy bottle. He was gushing blood. They took his chain. And looks like, yeah, also, a few minutes later, DJ Drama tried to get his chain back, but he wasn't offering enough money. Look at this next slide here.
This next story, let's see.
Looks like my dog, Top G, came out there and exposed DJ Drama once again and said, this guy trying to be my friend now. Stop trying to offer me a Jake Harlow feature.
Jack Harlow verse. He goes, he don't want it.
Horrible.
Oh my God. He's DMing him.
And then it looks
For
like
all you don't post my music and don't play my music 2023, a change are getting snatched.
it's a no-fly
DJ
zone.
Drama, come get your chain back, little boy.
So I mean, allegedly, Top 5 a goon. He even tweeted one time that that the mayor of Toronto is a goofy and that he don't want to run Toronto. Also, if you didn't know,
Better watch out. My police might come get him.
he's already been arrested. So allegedly, he was arrested for an accessory to a murder charge back 2-3 years ago, but they beat the charge because there wasn't enough evidence. But then they arrested him because they put him on house arrest, and then he cut the house arrest monitor off, went on a
Ankle
run,
bracelet?
yeah, cut it off, went on a run, and then started going on Twitter and Instagram, posting again, showing him doing music. So they arrested him. He got out of that. But I mean, this is Toronto for you. It's out here running crazy.
I can't believe this. I can't DJ Drama cut like, and he got all that money. He should be having security. And he out here getting beat up by some Canadians.
You out here offering a Jack Harlow feature? You been offering a little Uzi feature at least?
You out here getting beat up by people that wear jackets 10 months out of the year.
I mean, I guess so. I guess it's crazy up there in the 401.
I guess there's
six.
there's some Arctic warriors, I guess, out there. Going out there snatching chains, making igloos.
Man, I guess
Crazy.
I guess so. But I mean,
Fighting mooses.
they're saying in here that I mean, since they're saying Drake's name so much, that Drake allegedly gonna have to squash his beef.
Why? Because DJ Drama caught lacking? He got to squash his beef? What world does that make sense?
Because this is his goons. If this is your goons, you beat me up. You don't want. Plus, this is like bad money.
Bad publicity.
It's bad publicity. Like Jobs
But
gonna see
all
this.
publicity is good publicity.
Not if
That's the Kardashians.
Now, if you're losing major money, you see Chief Keef. He can't perform in Chicago no more.
No, he don't want to go back to Chicago because the cops want to arrest him. People want to try to murk him to become the most famous person in the world.
But
He ain't going.
But speaking of being the most famous person in the world, this next topic here is the reason why my co-host want to do it. Looks like I don't know who want the girl more. My co-host, Shaquille O'Neal himself.
Why you gotta call me out? When did I say this?
When you saw the luscious curls that this girl had, you was like, Jesse, we gotta do this topic. And I was
No,
like,
I said it was hilarious because Shaq was on the attack. Shaq was shooting his shot at the viral Home Depot girl. If you don't know, this girl posted, I believe if it was on Twitter or Instagram, and she went viral because everyone said this girl became making $1 million a year on OnlyFans, but instead she's being honest and she's working a regular job at the Home Depot, and apparently she is very religious and keeps her faith. And she got the attention of some celebrities, including Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. He said, "Don't let them people bother you." And she said, "Thank you, Shaq." She said, and he goes, "Don't read the comments. Stuff like that will drive you crazy. Have a great day and tell all your boyfriends I said hello." She goes, "Haha, I will. Thank you. You too." She talking about Shaq's boyfriends?
he trying to be boyfriend. Trying to be boyfriend number one.
He left the door open for an alley-oop, and here she goes fumbling the bag by exposing him, showing screenshots.
You think she fumbled the bag big time?
That's what people are saying, but I don't think she cares. She's super religious, so I don't think she's going to compromise her values for a bag, because we already learned here she's not on OnlyFans. She's at Home Depot.
I mean, hey, you already seen normal people compromise they morals all the time. Look at Zion Williamson. We just talked about him. But I mean, I guess
He's
so.
more unhinged than compromised.
True that. He got an addiction. But I mean, I don't know with all this. And then I heard also that her followers just like magically jumped up. She went from like having what 5K, 10K followers.
Yeah,
Now
they
she
said
has like
she had under 10K, and like academics, I think, checked her page a couple of days ago, and she had like 100K. I could would imagine she's over 200K now.
So who do you think is gonna be the first? Who's gonna be the first celebrity to have him with her? Is it gonna be Shaq?
She
Is
turned
it
them all
gonna be
down.
Meek Mills?
Nah, no one likes McMills.
Drake?
Nah, he's untrustworthy. Too many shenanigans.
Trippie Redd.
Yeah, Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd will be the one. But
I mean, she's gonna need a new job. Didn't you tell me that she's about to lose? She can't even work at the job
they
anymore.
said that she got doxxed. So someone allegedly leaked the exact Home Depot that she worked at, and she can't even go out the floor because there's a bunch of dudes walking her Home Depot around her Home Depot trying to harass her. She had to stay in the break room. So hopefully she can get transferred to another location and that don't get doxxed. Or people are saying don't fumble the opportunity. Take your 15 minutes of internet fame and get on a TV show, get a modeling career. But you definitely deserve to be somewhere besides Home Depot. It's kind of the sentiment of the internet that I'm seeing.
I mean, she deserved to be on a yacht. You know, a 60-foot yacht. What if
She
gonna
could be on
P.
Tales
Diddy?
from the Crib.
What if she be on P
We
Diddy
need a
yacht?
permanent voice from the side.
You think she gonna give up Home Depot to be a permanent voice on the side? She got Shaq in her DMs.
I don't think
You
she
know how
wants
big, you
that.
know how big that D is.
She don't want that Shaq attack.
She want that diesel.
Nah, that's where you're gonna need hip surgery. That ain't even fun no more. That's just painful.
He'd be walking like the dude in the White Chicks. Remember he had the girl in the wheelchair?
It'd be worse than that.
Nah, it ain't never worse than that. But I mean, shout out to this girl. She gonna be the next diamond in the rough. I guess we gonna see what celebrity gonna get her first. We gonna keep y'all keep y'all tuned. Keep y'all
We're gonna
safe.
keep them posted on the Home Depot girl.
Of course.
Talk about me liking her. I thought this is a one and done story. We're making fun of Shaq jumping in Home Depot girls' DMs. And you're over here. If there's an update on Home Depot girl, we're gonna tell you first.
Why you think I had to show Instagram on here for a reason? And I got it for myself.
Trying to steal Home Depot girl?
Listen, I paid the $4.99 for the blue check. I'm finna make it work with a dude.
I heard you were taking blue chip because your flag wasn't saluting no more.
That's another story. But speaking of another story, looks like man, Call of Duty out here joining the Target Bud Light Brigade of the New Woke movement. This pride stuff is getting out of hand.
I could have counted on anybody. I could have counted on the game where to kill people for them to stay manly
Nope.
and stay alpha. But instead they want to go Omega, and Call of Duty removes Nickmercs skin from the store after Pride Month. Comments. Nickmercs tweet, which has been viewed 11.3 million times by Twitter, says to leave the children alone. That's the real issue. And Call of Duty tweeted this themselves. They said, due to recent events, we have removed the Nickmercs operator bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We are focused on celebrating Pride with our employees and our community. And go ahead.
And if you didn't know, Nick Nurse, he's a gamer.
Nick Nurse.
Nick, what's his
He's
name?
the Toronto Raptors coach.
Nick Nurse. What's his name? Nick Merce? How you say his name? Merce?
Mercs.
Nickmercs. Like, that's a cool name. Nickmercs. He's well known for his gaming. You know, he started in 2000s playing Gears of War, playing Halo, Call of Duty, big on Fortnite. But it looks like on May 31st, Call of Duty's finna drop a whole skin, which is basically a model person that like somebody can pick, a character that somebody can pick. Right? That's what it basically is. It's right?
Extra skin is bad.
Horrible, you're disgusting. Nah, but he has a whole character of himself that you can pick.
I don't
Also,
play Call of
Kevin.
Duty, but
Also,
it's funny.
Kevin. True that. Also, Kevin Durant has a character you can pick and play with.
Makes sense.
A couple other people you have characters you can pick and play with, but he's the first gamer that you can do this with. But I guess during Pride Month, it was the wrong time.
He was basically making comments, talking about a lot of stuff going on with that allegedly with that community, where it seems like kids are being targeted, especially at Target and the clothes being in the kids section, and he's just like, leave kids alone. And I don't understand why you can't say that.
True.
I mean, I don't think he was being over the top as far as calling anyone out their name or saying any derogatory terms. So I think as long as you speak with concern, especially he said he's a new parent, you know, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't really know this man's history. I don't play Call of Duty. There's a few gamer people I follow on YouTube, but he has never been one of them. But I have heard his name come up before. But we got a video. What is this video of? Is this him reacting
It's
to
him
it?
reacting to it. You know, let him know his side of the story. Let him know he doesn't care. He's still gonna stand on his ground. He's doing it for the kid.
And supposedly his calm down. Supposedly his friend who also had a skin on Call of Duty asked for his skin to be removed in solidarity to stick with Nickmercs. But
That's
let's
real.
watch this video.
Real friends.
Simply feel that I want to be the one and my wife wants to be the one to speak with our child about stuff like that. And that was the tweet. That was the tweet. You can take the tweet if you want and you can spin it, flip it, flop it, quote tweet it. You can put 10 paragraphs on top of it. You can do whatever you want to it to make you feel better if that's what you want to do. But that was the tweet. Okay? So if you came here to hear that, I hope you feel a little better about it. I didn't mean to upset anybody. I know that I did. I'm not apologizing about the tweet because I don't feel like it's wrong. I'm gonna stand by what I said. I'm not gonna delete the tweet. You know, I just want to make sure everybody understands exactly the point I was trying to make by tweeting my response. You know, and I do want to apologize to Puckett though. I feel like I might have brought a little bit of shit his way, man. I didn't mean to do that, but
Sorry. It had to happen.
I mean, I can understand this as a new parent. That's a real concern. I have a friend that's a new parent, and this is something that he says that he's seeing at his child's school and having to deal with. Like, why are they already like, this or that, or his own opinion? So it's something that new parents have to deal with. It's kind of hard. You don't want your kids to be sheltered, and you want to make certain decisions on when they should be exposed to certain things at whatever age. And he just feels like that decision was being taken away from him, which is, I think, is fair if you're a parent and have concerns that you could voice that.
True.
And like I said, I know, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, he didn't say any derogatory or hateful terms that would merit this kind of reaction, that like saying like he's unworthy to even be associated with this game.
True, because leave the kids alone. It's simple. Like, I don't understand why Target is trying to target.
We told Michael Jackson. We're not. Does this stops there?
Hey, you see, R. Kelly's in jail. If I'm saying
Why I gotta bring up R. Kelly?
it needs to be free.
I still listen to "I Believe I Could Fly."
I bet you do.
I cry for the wrong reasons.
But I feel like the same dude feels. I don't want people forcing things on our children. When the kids of age, when they get to that point, they can learn about it. But this is a game. The game shouldn't have no purpose of talking about this. Or I don't even see why you even like. I guess everybody just trying. I honestly feel like these companies don't even care. I think, remember one thing they said, they have to, like, to be a part, to get a budget for it, they have to show some type of inclusion, some type of pride, love.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. But it's a whole thing. There's a whole battle on freedom of speech. Apparently, what platforms you could say this and that. Even on this platform, we kind of got to watch how we say
Like
things
on TikTok.
sometimes. Especially on TikTok. TikTok's even way harsher than YouTube, can believe it or not. And even Twitch has gotten a little harsher. Twitch used to be kind of the free zone, but I guess now that's Kick,
It doesn't
where
make,
there's kind of like the no rules land.
it doesn't make any sense. Like, we can say the nice.
We have a Kick, Tales from the Crib, no content there,
Hey.
but maybe one day.
And it doesn't make any sense. Like, we can drop a video, we can be talking about Pride Month, and we can say, like, the birds and the bees, and then TikTok can be like, oh, it's banned. Can't talk about that. I'm like,
This is like hateful ideology.
I'm like,
Quit being
what?
so hateful, co-host.
Like, how? I'm not
Quit
saying
touching the
anything
mic
hateful.
too.
I didn't touch the mic. I never. Listen here. I don't touch mics.
I seen comments where they said you had two hands on the mic.
Listen here, man. Speaking of two hands on the mic and speaking of freedom of speech, just next time it's.
It's time for my favorite part of the show. Hold on. I'll be ready.
What time is it?
For my favorite time.
Lunchtime? This guy here.
Welcome to Couch Announcements. It's the halftime of Tales from the Crib, where we break down what we're doing as a channel. We own 4 channels, and we also support our 5th channel. Well, it's not our 5th channel, our buddy's channel, Real Good _ Doty. Check him out in the other channels pot. But we got a bunch of things going on. We got clips. Of course, if this podcast is too long, you can go to clips, and we put out clips throughout the week of the... Stop painting the moon. But we put out clips of the show, so if you just want to watch the exact topics you want, we break it down for you throughout the week. We got gaming. Gaming's taking off, especially me. I'm the stud. And we also got crib reactions, which is back on track. Also, because executive producer Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, is making things happen yet again. But let's talk about what else is going on.
You want to do the videos that I picked?
Huh?
I told us to do the extra. We're going to talk about that later, man, but you already know.
We can even see what videos are going on here that were basically all my pick and all my thumbnails. So if you want to talk about superstardom, look no further here than Chico Grande, Chico 2 times, because I'm taking off and taking over. This man's basically the sideline.
You make my butt itch.
That's not me. That's not wiping properly. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Let me go back. Put us in the corner.
You got 183. You happy about 183 views?
Actually, it's already over 1,000, you bumsicle. I checked it right now. I took that picture like 2 hours or 3 hours ago, and it's already went from 183 to 1,000. So suck on that. And then we got BTS. We got XG. XG is the best girl rapping group right now. So if you're a girl and you love rapping, or if you like female rappers, check out XG. They got the bars. We got another video for them probably coming out tomorrow or the next day, if I get to processing and making a thumbnail for that one. But let's talk about, we got BTS, we got Rose, we got Blackpink, we got Lil Durk featuring J. Cole, and all those videos are doing good, so we really appreciate the support. Get us to 5K subs. We're almost there at 4.72K. We got 307 videos because we keep it 300.
I guess so, but we gonna see who page do more better. Since you over here taking care of, since you claiming the clip page and the reaction page, I got you. I got the gaming page and I got the main page. I'm finna
Who's
watch.
carrying the gaming page?
First off,
Who's carrying?
I'm carrying the gaming page.
Who's carrying the gaming page?
You get the views. That on me. That's pennies. I get the followers. The reason why we got 85 followers because of the shorts, and the shorts are because of WWE. It's not because of you get the views.
Deception.
You don't get no views.
I get the return viewers.
You don't get no return
views. You look at my stats. It says return viewers.
You look at my retention.
They watching my 2K videos and they saying it's numbers that we never seen. If you actually want to check out my 2K videos, I'm playing Hall of Fame. I'm playing My Player. I'm playing on the Xbox One X, and I just broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for most points in a single season, most 50-point games in a single season, most 40-point games in a single season, and this is all my rookie season. I'm about to go into the playoffs, so right now's the time to tune in.
I hope they
lose. 2K23.
I hope he loses.
Chico O-Block. I'm playing on the Knicks. I'm averaging 50 points a game. Big boy stats over here.
How many assists? 2?
I'm actually averaging like 6-7 assists and like 8 rebounds. So get off my nets.
Oh man.
Do you know what happens with my players in the game?
Emotional damage.
That's why I do the rim. And I'm about to unlock a new dunk package, so be on the lookout. In my next game that I'm gonna post, I got some crazy alley-oops. Not like this guy over here. He's a rim grazer.
See, my man, we dunking and slamming. Stop playing, but
Slam dunking like Oreos, like Zion.
Are you ready to start the show?
The second half? Oh God, we're gonna disclaimer: if you are easily offended, have a tight butt or stick in your ass, this next topic might not be the section for you. So turn away. Probably gonna be like 5 or 10 minutes. Wait till you see Conor McGregor. We're gonna talk about him right after this. But let's go into the next topic.
Exactly. Because looks like here we got a big question. What is a woman?
I already know the answer.
What?
My co-host.
Whoa.
It's an easy question. Barbecue chicken in the post. They call him Nancy on the court.
Whatever.
I don't know what else you need a definition. I'm pretty sure when they look up Nancy or woman or barbecue chicken as a picture, look up this guy right there.
Nah, man, but I'm over here talking about one of the biggest movies that came out since The Little Mermaid this year. Looks like Matt Walsh documentary, What is a Woman, receives over 110 million views in 24 hours. Take that, Little Mermaid. DDG. After being released on Twitter, which is
Did he say DDG?
he goes with Little Mermaid.
Oh, I was like, why are you trying to give it to DDG?
Oh Lord.
Deceptions.
But it looks like here, this amazing documentary that Matt Walsh came out with.
You watched it?
We watched a couple. That's what we was watching a few minutes
Oh,
ago.
you were playing the clips.
No, that was actual movie that I was playing. That wasn't a clip. I
Was
just
it
didn't
on
fin-
Twitter?
No, I played it. Somebody
Put it on YouTube.
put it on YouTube.
Oh
They put
yeah,
the
they put the different subtitles.
the Arabic
Right,
words
right.
on it. And then I was like, yeah, that was like an
That's
hour
probably
and a
how
half.
they got around copyright.
Exactly. But it looks like here, if you want to see a trailer of the movie, we got it right here. DJ
Remember,
Gavin.
disclaimer: easily offended. Get the F out right now.
What is a woman? Can you tell me that?
They can tell you.
Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
You are not here for women. We ask you to leave.
What is that?
I'm nah, he seems like
I'm a
he's
father of
patronizing.
4. I host a talk show. I give speeches. I write books. I like to make sense of things.
We need to write
A woman
books.
is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
It could be many things to many people.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
I like scented
This ain't
candles.
Thailand.
I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah.
How do I know
watch Sex and
if
the
I'm a
City.
woman?
That's a great question.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major.
No,
How do you know that you're a man?
I guess because I got a dick.
Oh, hey yo.
That's what I'm
Can a man become a woman?
I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that.
Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Hey, they couldn't ask you that question.
Am I a cat?
You're like, I'm the big purr.
Whatever, man. But looks like, yeah, he put it on Twitter. Twitter removed it. Elon Musk said, no, we're going to bring it back up and we ain't going to be able to remove it again. So shout out to Elon Musk for showing that Twitter is still a place for free speech. That's why we never get banned. I still wonder, I mean, you a hater, so you get banned all the time.
I got
Shout out
banned like
Kevin
one
Durant.
time because Kevin Durant was a hater on Twitter, and that was early Twitter. That was pre-Elon Twitter.
Man, but I mean, why do you think people hate woke speech so much? Like, what's going on?
I mean, why do I think people are confused, or why do I think people like? Wait. What's your question?
Like, why? So why is this such a big problem? Like, why can't we? Why is it such
I
a
think
problem?
people are tired of people are tired of like common sense not being common.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, basically, a man's a man, a woman's a woman. It's easily to tell by genitalia. They want to put all these other factors that basically can contribute of someone that identifies this way or that way. But I mean, you can identify as anything. Like we see people identify as like cars, or like even people that marry like inanimate objects like buildings or bridges.
Or like the dude that identified as a for a 5-year-old kid, a 5-year-old taller, but he was
That
like
wears
in his 50s.
diapers.
He's like in his 50s.
And remember the people that like identify as like dogs or cats, and then they like get like
This thing ain't
fur or
crazy.
like weird stuff. It's like, I don't know. People just need to calm down. I mean, I think basically what people are trying to say is if you look at genetics, that typically if nothing goes wrong, there's either a product of a man or a woman. And then, every once in a while, just like, someone can be born with an ailment like spina bifida or whatever, the Benjamin Button disease, or, they could be mentally handicapped. There's also people that are born with sometimes both parts.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the parents make a decision on which way they're going and they remove one or the other.
That's crazy.
But those are rare instances of kind of, I guess you could say in-betweeners. And I think people always try to focus on the exception rather than the rule. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule or special situations, but we're focusing on like the general real question. What is there? There's two options. You're either one or the other. There's always been feminine dudes and there's always been tomboy girls.
True.
People just need to calm down. I mean, let common sense be common. And I think it's also about respect. If someone identifies as something, I think there's no reason to patronize them and call them something else or to be mean to them. If that's what they want to be called, call them that. True, but also you don't have to believe in it, but you can also just be respectful to someone and how they would make their day easier.
That's why I don't understand like the whole sir, miss, ma'am, like just if
I mean, I call my co-host ma'am every day.
See, people call me ma'am on the phone. It'd be crazy at work. they're like, I'm sorry, excuse me, ma'am. I mean, sir, don't be
You're
offended.
like, it's not ma'am, it is madam.
Whoa, pause. I'm not a Karen. No, but I mean, I understand what people upset, but at the same time, you can't force nobody to say your pronouns. I mean, they can call you what they want to call you. It still is what it is. It's not like over Australia how you have to acknowledge somebody by their pronouns, but we can see how
Australia.
I think Australia. Like,
I saw some. Oh my god, I saw this video on YouTube clips
of what?
Where this guy was like talking to someone, and he was like, "Hey, sir," and they're like, "Actually, I identify as ma'am," and they're like, "Arrest him," and they're like, "All right, sir, put your hands behind your back," and he's like, "Actually, I identify as a chair." And they're like, "Oh," and then another cop comes to arrest the cop, and like it kept on like getting spun around on his head. It was a funny skit that someone did. You could probably look it up.
See, this is getting too out of hand. It's like they open Pandora's box. Now that you got this going on, it's just
like Zion Williamson. You go in the wrong box, you can't shut it.
Man, I can tell you about one box you shouldn't go in. This next topic. So looks like here, the next topic here.
Conor McGregor.
I don't even know why I
You're
said
Irish now.
Exactly. So it looks like Conor McGregor teamed up with the Miami Heat so he can sell his new pain spray relief. But it looks like at the halftime at game 4. It's game 4 of the Miami Heat game. Looks like him and the mascot had different plans. Play the video. Have you seen the video?
This had to be like a planned thing. I just think he took it too far by really wailing on him. Let's watch the video real quick. I'm going to take us off screen.
Apparently he wants some.
It's like you in UFC.
Yep.
Burning.
Watch him.
You're going to need some title yourself, baby.
And they got the dragon. So the dragon.
Put the title on him.
I need y'all to make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button. But it looks like here, the dragging him off the court was not a part of the skit. The skit was they were supposed to come. He was come over there. He was gonna hit him with a little fake punch. He's gonna fall on the floor. And they were gonna get back up. But Conor McGregor had different plans. Allegedly, he was getting booed the whole time he was at the Miami Heat game. So I guess
I thought he was loving Miami.
I guess Miami don't love him. And it looks like here, the only thing positive about this is it would be game 6 that what's the name will come back, but it looks like Miami lost, so
we're gonna talk about that in the sports section.
But I mean, it's funny how Conor McGregor once again is in trouble for going too far. I mean,
why would you have to punch the mascot that hard? I mean, they got a suit on. You know how hard you need to punch him. Apparently, they punched him so hard that the mascot had to go to the hospital, but it was eventually ruled fine. I mean, I would hope you have a whole suit on a fluff.
True.
I mean, I would hope that a punch, even if they overdid it a little bit, wouldn't like break your face or something. But Conor McGregor needs to learn how to tone it down. I heard that they want him to do the UFC show again.
Oh, just talking wise, or just be on it fighting?
Like the coach. I think he was on it before. Remember they have the UFC show where they have like 2 coaches and they have like their 2 teams of up and comers and they train him, and like even like current champions, some of the champions came from the shows.
I could see him doing that because I remember
he was on it before, and he fought that one. I forget his name. Sorry, put it in the comments if you're a big UFC dude. But he would get into it with that old former champion, the dude that used to be really good in like the early days of UFC.
Anderson Silva.
No,
Ice is the Ice.
It was a white dude with like blonde hair that was kind of medium length. He looked like a little stocky pretty boy.
Oh no, I don't know what that is. Then
I forget his name.
Man, but comment below.
They were on the show. If you're a watcher of the show, let us know.
Comment below if you want to know more about the whole little Heat situation and see if Conor McGregor still has his partnership with Miami Heat, because I don't think he does after this knockout. He probably lost his whole deal.
It wasn't a deal. It was a one-time thing. But they ain't inviting him back again.
But speaking of being invited back, looks like here we got the whistleblower. My co-host's favorite part. Looks like UFOs have been sighted more and more in America, and we got whistleblowers out here that I'm just
blow the whistle.
Whoop, whoop. But I mean, looks like here a military whistleblower claims secret UFOs retrieval programs within the U.S. government exist. Says they've removed
Recovered numerous non-human origin technical vehicles. Yeah, it says he told an attorney that a crashed UFO recovered by the U.S. military distorted space and time. Says the inside was the size of a football stadium, while the outside was only 30 feet in diameter. That is absolutely crazy. That if they could be like the Harry Potter bag of infinity, where
That's
it's
crazy.
like, you know, something small is actually big inside.
Just play a video.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, you know, call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
Quite a number.
Exactly. If you remember the 2014 Tic Tac UFO
Tic Tac.
spotting. That's what it's called. Tic Tac. The UFO spotting was in the skies and it was
Oh
flying.
yeah. The one that got was caught on they locked onto it with the fighter plane.
Yep, and they also have the gimbal in 2015, a UFO sighting. It's a couple UFO sightings they've been showing, but I mean, looks like this dude David Gleish.
Is that the whistleblower on the right?
Yeah, that's actually him, David Gleish.
The guy in the video is also the dude on the right.
No, it's something different. I don't know who that is. It's perfect. Okay, so basically, what's going on is it's a group of them. It's basically a task force.
Blind.
It's a task force. It's a task force with a whole bunch of people. He had a different job on the task force. His job on the task force wasn't actually going on the field and seeing these things.
Oh, you know, this reminds me of the Joe Rogan Bob Lazar, because Bob Lazar allegedly worked at Area 51 and had proof that he worked there, and said that he saw ships that were from other planets and not of this galaxy that they had, and he was supposed to go up in one for a test flight before he got fired or let go from that program.
True, and this guy, he's credible also. He's had over 14 years in intelligence as an intelligence officer. He had he was a senior technician person. He also was a senior intelligence. He was deep in the game, even so far deep that the Pentagon say that this dude is credible, but he's got more classified information than us that they don't even know.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, this is the question that I often wonder. Let me know if I'm crazy in the comments, which I know you tell me I will. I am. But if their aliens are proven true, that we have their ships, that we actually met a couple of them, or if they didn't make it, have the bodies of a few of them, and also know that they're out there, do you think that would be the end of religion?
Exactly. I mean,
because it's like they always said that the earth was created in this days and that. I mean, I'm honestly always confused because it's like they say that, but then like the Bible doesn't mention dinosaurs, and we have the skeletons of dinosaurs. We know for a fact 100% that they were real.
Exactly. And I mean, also
so dinosaurs were before time.
True that. I mean, I guess if people actually did that whole Google research, they realized that religion was something that was made up to basically control people, to get everybody to believe in something. But I mean, that's people that read.
Why believe in religion when you can believe in Tales from the Crib, baby?
Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
And remember, if you're watching on TFTC clips, the only way to get full 1080p and the original video is to go to Tales from the Crib podcast.
But you know what I gotta say about that? So if it's not shown in 1080p, but if I'm screen recording it, if I screen recording in 1080p, is it 1080p?
Should be 1080p.
Interesting. But I mean, back to the situation here. Also, people were saying that they're just tired of hearing about this alien talk. They just ready to see an alien. That's just the one thing that stopping really everybody from believing it. And
proof.
And also, they're saying that with this guy, the one reason why they believe this guy is real is because he sent in a list of questions, a list of things saying that you can't talk about because, you know, a lot of things are classified information. Like, I can tell you this, but I can't tell you that. I can tell you that, oh, yeah, we seen UFO crashes and we picked up some things, but I can't tell you if they attacked anybody because that's giving too much information.
Yeah, didn't also we kind of, I mean, we should have put it with this one, but there was also supposedly a UFO that crash landed in Las Vegas somewhere.
True.
In someone's backyard, and this family said that they heard stuff, and they apparently saw creatures that had big eyes, and they said they were tall, and then when they saw him, they basically like froze, like
True.
their body couldn't move.
Exactly. Also that, and also the funny part is this task force that they say they have the recovered. This also not just us doing it. Also, China's doing it. Russia's doing it. So basically, if an alien ship crashes or anything happens, it's a race to like who gets it first because we're all trying to like solve the puzzle first.
Yeah.
So we just like may the best man wins, but we gonna see what's going on. We gonna keep you stay tuned into this. If the aliens come, best believe
We're
TFTC.
sacrificing my co-host.
No, we're not. We're sacrificing.
We were
you.
gonna let you get probed, right?
Never happening. I believe it when I see it. Pause.
Oh, they're gonna show you. They said this is the show me state.
That's nasty. But speaking of nasty, looks like here we got the next topic. We got the nasty man.
I hate this, man. I'm really not a fan of politics. It just seems like it turns all normal people against each other. And it's kind of, I think politics is kind of designed to do that way. But allegedly, Trump faces a maximum of 400 years in prison and a $9 million fine if convicted. 37-count criminal indictment against Donald Trump over his handling of classified government records was unsealed Friday. The charging document was made public a day after the former president was indicted by a grand jury in the U.S. District Court in Miami. Among other allegations, the indictment says that Trump showed classified documents to other people in summer of 2021 after leaving office. So it's a whole thing about documents at his house. They did show that he did have documents at his house, and then he was subpoenaed to return them. He never did, so that's why he's in the court case that he is now. But did you have some information tidbits on that?
That's what they call it. That's what they're trying to charge him with, espionage. He's a spy. Nah, but it's like my co-host just said. He so basically he had a whole bunch of documents he was supposed to give back. He didn't give it back. They asked for it. He had 1,017 excuses, but it turns out when I guess the government, the FBI raided his home in Mar-a-Lago, they found tons and tons of secret files, and it wasn't even hidden. Like there was some in the living room, some in the back storage room. It's all in boxes. So the whole time he was just lying.
I don't know what to believe anymore because I know that Hillary had the leaked emails.
True.
She got a slap on the wrist. Biden also made fun of Trump for not with his documents and then had a document situation himself. I don't know what level of trouble that he got in, but now it seems like Trump is getting in a super level of trouble. I've seen some people that are for Trump basically making that argument that there was some rule. Wasn't there some rule called something? The something rule that lets presidents or ex-presidents review documents?
Yeah, ex-presidents they can review documents, but I think you can
but
you can't have any ill intent. They have to prove like you have some ill intent for it, and that's one thing they probably can't prove with Donald Trump.
It's hard to trust because we haven't seen people argue it on news clips and things like that. Some saying that rule doesn't apply to this. And that, people are saying that there's a precedent set with a time when Bill Clinton is charged and proven innocent that shows Trump is innocent. And then you have other people speaking out against him, basically saying that this is different and he should be convicted. That shouldn't apply here, or that ruling shouldn't apply here, or to ex-presidents. So, I don't really care about politics to do a deep dive and check the rules verbatim to see if he's doing it. But it seems like all politics are a little crooked. And this just seems kind of low on the totem pole of corruption. I mean, literally you have documents in they showed like little filing cabinets in like your spare bedroom. So, I mean, I don't really think that's being crazy. Other politicians, presidents, vice presidents, and other people high up have done way worse and been convicted of doing way worse. So this is kind of light to me as far as what I've seen. But put in the comments below, do you agree this is just or unjust, and why? And what's your understanding of the rules and regulations? Do you think he is free, an innocent man that they're just scared of in the next political election, or do you think that he is justly being charged? Put it in the comments below.
I feel like they just scared of Donald. They just scared of the Teflon Don, Donald J. Trump. It looks like it looks like what he's doing right now because they keep indicting him. Like, he's already been indicted in Atlanta. He's been indicted here in Florida. He's gonna be indicted somewhere else again. So he has
If he
like
was dieting, he'd be skinnier.
horrible
Just
indicting.
kidding.
So it looks like here he keeps getting in trouble. They keep saying like, oh, he's not gonna get any jail time.
Isn't he Mr. New York?
He is.
Isn't he the New York Don?
Yes, but I mean, with all this stuff, I see what he doing. Like he flipping this, he turning this into like a whole political campaign. He even making fun of it, saying it's a joke at his little town hall meetings.
He was making fun of it, saying that he was going to beat this easy and it was really no big deal.
Mhm.
Some people are also speculating that this is going to help his numbers and actually boost him in the polls. And then some people are saying this is really bad and he's going to face a lot of jail time.
True.
So only time will tell, and hopefully the truth will come out. And but from what I've seen, just comparing it to other transgressions, this is not very high on the totem pole.
It's really not. I mean, but honestly, I gotta say, if you had to think about it, you have DeSantis. I see little things about DeSantis.
I mean, what happened about Biden's son doing a crack pipe and
getting in trouble for
having
all that stuff?
documents and all of his videos leaked of him being nasty?
I mean, true that he got a lot of
That
things.
seems way worse than this to me.
Exactly. I hear more about that than I hear about Joe Biden. The only thing I hear about Sleepy Joe is him falling on the floor.
I got sandbagged. They sandbagged me.
And then every time I hear about DeSantis, he's always talking about how he's oh yeah, I'm not Donald Trump,
Mr. Awkward Man.
Exactly. And then you got Donald J. Trump of it getting indicted every time you turn around, but he's still doing political campaigns. I don't know what he's talking about. I just know he's doing political campaigns.
Hey, as long as he's gonna pay us some money and give us some more checks,
you all for it?
I'm voting for whoever's giving checks.
Oh Lord, he bought your vote. Allegedly. No more Harambe voting.
I never done that. You voted for Kanye. You better be quiet.
Man, you voted for. I ain't vote for Kanye, but I did vote for this next topic right here. Looks like everybody's favorite, the point guard, Chris
The point dud.
Paul. What?
Point dud.
Whatever.
So it says the Suns and CP3 are in serious discussions about how to make things work for both parties. Waiving and resigning CP is a serious option that I'm told is the preferred option from the Suns' perspective. A lot of options are on the table. Both sides are negotiating in good faith. So the original report was that Chris Paul was just going to be cut by the Phoenix Suns and basically bought out and be a free agent to go anywhere else. That happened for a few days, and then an updated report said they actually haven't officially cut him yet and were looking to trade him or possibly waive him and re-sign him, where they could basically sign him for a veteran's minimum but still paid him all the guaranteed money left on his contract, but not have it affect the books for the what is it called, the salary cap.
Exactly, and they're saying like, I mean, Chris Paul, he was a Pelican, a Clipper, a Rocket, Thunder. He on the Suns now. Do you consider him a Hall of Famer?
He's definitely a Hall of Famer. A lot of years, people were talking if it was him or Darren Williams were the best point guard in the league. Darren Williams had, unfortunately, some mental issues that really affected his play.
That's what happened to him for real?
I mean, he kind of went on that mental health tip like Kevin Love, and he went from an all-star in Utah to getting paid big money to leave Utah to go to Brooklyn. But he kind of played mediocre in Brooklyn, never to the level that he was in Utah. He had a couple big games in Brooklyn, but he never really reached that level again. And then he kind of fell off and got old from that point, where Chris Paul was more consistent through the years. I think Chris Paul is 11-time All-Star or 11-time All-NBA.
It's like 11-time All-Team. But also, did you know, fun fact, Darren Williams' tattoo is the reason inspired me to get my tattoo. The tattoo I have right here.
The tramp stamp.
You got the tattoo of
Rice Krispie. You got a tramp stamp of Rice Krispies?
No, the tattoo of my name on the back of my arm. Darren Williams has a tattoo of his name on the back of his arm, and my choice was either get the LeBron James tattoo, because LeBron James has his initials on his name on the back of his arm, L and J. One arm says L.
What does yours say, dude? What does mine say, sweet? What does yours? Dude,
nah,
what does mine say?
Nah, but the Suns need to get younger, man. They need to get younger. They
You saying 40-year-old Chris Paul can't do it?
You can't.
You saying 40 is old
He
these
got
days?
3 more years left in him. I give him 3 more years. Either he's gonna have to come off the bench.
That's what they said about you, and then you started a podcast.
Exactly, man. I'm in that game. It said he gonna either come off the bench during around like 17 or 20 minutes, or he gonna be a starter, do like from 21 minutes to like 24 minutes.
I don't know
But
what he's
not
going to
enough.
do because he was basically already doing that. He started, but he basically split minutes 50-50 with
True.
Cameron Payne when he was healthy.
But then Cameron Payne fell off.
Well, Cameron Payne got injured. That's
Oh,
not
that's why
why
he
he
fell
fell off. But basically, Chris Paul was playing like 20, 25 minutes a game, and so was Cameron Payne. I think Chris Paul was playing like 25 minutes a game, and Payne was playing like 20 or 18. So, I mean,
it wasn't enough. He still got injured.
He still got injured with limited minutes. He only averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, which is really good, 2 turnovers, shooting 44 for, overall field goal percentage, 38% from 3, and 83 on the free throw. And he played 59 of the 82 games. So he did miss a chunk, also getting hurt in the season, and he's kind of been injury prone on the later half of his career.
So do you think Chris? So since he's waived now, he's a free agent. Is he going to the Clippers, the Warriors, the Lakers? Is he going to Miami? They also said New York Knicks.
I don't think he really would. I mean, the Knicks don't make sense. It doesn't really change saying, "Oh, great, you got a solid backup point guard for Jalen Brunson." I mean, that's not going to move the needle and make them a real deal championship contender. Clippers. I mean, I guess you never know what you're going to get from that team. You don't know if Paul George and Kawhi are ever going to be healthy in the same postseason.
Imagine he gets in the Clippers and they go to the playoffs and all 3 of them are injured.
That's a high probability. They all get injured in the playoffs, and that's not even hating. That's just kind of what it is. It's like James Harden showing up in the playoffs. We all know it's going to happen for a little bit, and then he's going to disappear. It happens every year. Just like Chris Paul, kind of. But he's been, what is he? He played on 5 teams, and 4 of them were actually contenders.
Yeah.
For a couple years.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually really liked the Charlotte Hornets team with Tyson Chandler, David West, and Peja Stojakovic. I also really like the Clipper teams with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan and JJ Redick and Jamal Crawford. Those teams were really fun.
Was Austin Rivers on that team? Don't forget about the goal.
Austin Rivers, I think, was on that Clippers team. And then, he was, of course, on the Suns where he made his only trip to the finals. And he's like, I'm sort of addicted to it. And then he never made it back. So, maybe he'll go to insurance. Maybe he'll join the Lakers, the old man band of the Lakers. Who knows? But some contender will definitely give him at least a shot of being a backup point guard. Or if they have a crappy point guard, maybe make him play half and half with their current point guard.
I can see that happen. But, like, comment, subscribe, comment below. Tell us how you feel about this whole situation. Is Chris Paul the point guard still? Or is he just...
It's about time to retire, man.
It's time for him to retire.
It's time for him to be in that Gary Payton on the Heat role. Backing up a young, medium-aged Jason Williams and playing good defense and hitting the open shot.
But he's not on that Udonis Haslam role yet, right?
No, he doesn't need to be the angry old man at the end of the bench that never plays. He could still play a little bit.
Oh, man. But speaking of angry, looks like here the only person angry about this next topic is me. Looks like Madden 24 is finally coming out, and on the cover is Josh Allen, number 17, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. He's actually the first Buffalo Bill to ever grace the cover.
I heard the Buffalo Bill fans were pretty excited that their quarterback, their number 1 guy, was going to be on the cover until they remembered the Madden curse. You either lose a brain, lose a ligament, or just don't do well that season. It's been debunked before. Some people have beat the Madden curse. Tom Brady. He probably found a way to cheat through it just like he did everything else.
Flagate. And Patrick Mahomes.
Even though he kind of was hurt, he kind of rolled his ankle, but not that bad where he played through it. But people are worried from the Bills that they might get the Madden curse because they said it would be typical Bills fashion for them to have a great season or something, and then maybe their quarterback get hurt. I'm honestly not that big of a fan of a Madden. I play 2K, I play NBA games and other games. I play Madden like every 2 or 3 years. I give it a try. But usually, even if I do get the new game or get the game on sale, I play it for like 2 weeks and then I never play it again that season. I'm just not into it. It just seems like the NFL. I mean, I played football in real life, but playing it in a video game, it just seems like it's just slow. It just takes forever. I like NBA's instant action, and to me, I have a lot more fun dunking than I do having to try and run routes or throw passes. But I don't know. People are weird like that. They played one sport and like playing another sport digitally. Let me know. Did you are a basketball player that maybe love Madden? Or if you football players, do you love 2K? Or do you love playing the sport you actually play? So all you athletes out there, whatever level you're playing at, let me know in the comments which way you go.
Let's see the video. Number 17.
Just looking in your eyes.
Me being on Madden 24 means joining a very exclusive crew that gets to be on the cover of one of the greatest games to ever come out.
And get injured.
I think learning the game at a young age and using Madden as that platform to understand the rules, the ins and outs of football. I had a lot of battles with my brother back in the day on Madden, and we always were very competitive. So that was one of the things that we were very competitive at, was right before going to bed, we would play each other in Madden, and usually turned into a fight, and someone ended up crying, and it was always a big ordeal, but a lot of memories playing Madden. My all-time favorite Madden cover would be Marshall Faulk. It was Madden 03. It's one of the first games that I had. Obviously following last year's with
R.I.P.
John
Madden.
on the cover, I do believe that it's a pretty
Madden curse.
surreal spot to be in.
Oh, and they said he
I
passed
can't
away.
thank the NBA
Disrespect.
for allowing me to be on the cover of nothing.
It's like I like being touched.
Hell yeah.
Could have did. Buttercup.
Honestly, I have to say I like the cover.
Cover is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It is decent artwork.
But just like my co-host said, the Madden curse took out Marshall Faulk, took out Jonathan McNabb, took out Michael Vick, even took out my co-host's favorite quarterback, Brent Favre.
No, that was the Saints playing illegal like they were Tom Brady.
Now he
That's why Drew Brees is a fraud, just
That's-
like Tom Brady.
That's what the coach. I think the coach is coaching in like XFL football right now.
Sean Payton?
Yeah, no, not Sean Payton. Another one. I think it was probably Sean Payton.
Yep.
But I mean, looks like here, hopefully the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen doesn't get hit with the Madden curse like Marshall Faulk and them did.
I heard they got rid of a couple game modes and added a couple more, or tweaked them. But
Yeah.
it seems like it's a revamp. They're trying to take the fan input and take it to the next level. But I'm sorry. Growing up, I'm probably not. I played N64 when I was young, and that's mainly when I was playing football games, and I played NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz to me was still the most fun game.
Oh yeah, when you hit
of all
them,
time.
you see the bones. Like you hit them, and then like they show an image of the person, and like the bones crack and break.
You were playing the later editions. I'm talking about the OG, like Blitz 2000, 2001.
That game was crazy.
I used to love that, especially if you ever went to like an arcade and they had the Blitz on the arcade. That was dope too. I used to like playing Blitz at the arcade.
I can see that. And then also the question is, what happened to Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts was supposed to be on the cover of Madden. I was waiting for it because I'm an Eagle fan / Andy Reid fan.
/ flip-flopper when it comes to the Super Bowl.
I said Andy Reid fan.
Betrayed your Eagles.
Man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe,
Stayed
man.
for the Eagles all year, and then like, yay, Andy Reid won the Super Bowl. So what? What you talking about, Willis?
Listen, man, Jalen. Well, I guess we gotta think it. If Josh Allen gets hurt this season, then I'm happy. Jalen Hurts.
You're
didn't
happy? Okay, so this man is preying on the injuries of other players.
I
He
mean,
wants Josh Allen to get
I'm a
broke off.
fan. This is what you do. You want your team to win by any means necessary.
You're a
We on
Tatiana.
that Bruce Bowen. We on that Sean Payton. We on that Bill Belichick.
I'm gonna uppercut you
flattening
like
the-
Sean Payton should have got uppercutted. But we're moving on. We need to talk about what just transpired while my co-host was asleep. My co-host was literally asleep while the NBA Finals finished because he didn't care. He already thought the NBA Finals was over during the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. And says the Denver Nuggets are officially NBA champions. And of course, Nikola Jokic did get the MVP honors. But people were literally making jokes the second after Denver won. So the Denver Nuggets are finally NBA champions, and it shows everyone asleep. And then it says Nikola Fat Chicks road to the NBA ring. 8 seed T-Wolves where they were missing Jalen McDaniels and Naz Reid. The 4 seed Suns where CP3 was injured and Ayton didn't want to be on that team, still on quit on his team. Played the 7th seed with a banged up AD and LeBron had that torn tendon. And then they played the 8th seed where they had a sick Caleb Martin who had killed it the whole playoffs before and laid an egg in the finals. Tyler Hero and Oladipo both got injured with season-ending injuries. People are asking, is this a boring?
No.
And is this the easiest ring of all time?
No.
Because a lot of people like to discredit the Lakers and say that the bubble championship was the easiest ring of all time. People are putting this up there with the bubble championship. They're also putting it up there with the Golden State Warriors championship, the first one that they won where everyone got injured, and also the ones they won with Kevin Durant, saying that that's kind of the top in the group of the top 5 easiest NBA championships ever. Because I mean, that is kind of crazy. You play a couple play-in teams, you play a play-in team in the Western Conference Final that had to win a play-in tournament to make it, and then you actually made a play-in team that lost in the play-in tournament and won their second game and was the 8th seed. So to be the number 1 seed in the West and play the 8th seed play-in team in the East for the championship, people are putting this up there as the easiest championship in NBA history. Do you believe that fans are correct, hating, or wrong?
Hating.
Or what are you thinking?
Hating. They hating. I mean, like the easiest road had to be every time the Warriors won, because they took one season, they took out Kevin Love and they took out Kyrie. Kyrie and Kevin Love was taken out. I remember specifically.
I remember Kelly Olynyk pulled out Kevin Love's arm out of socket.
Yes.
And then I think Kyrie got hurt in the Eastern Conference Finals before the NBA Finals.
So LeBron
was out there with LeBron's second best player on that team was Matthew Dellavedova.
True, and then I understand with the whole bubble situation.
And then the Kevin Durant straight up loading up where they basically had like 5 All-Stars in their starting lineup with like 3 All-Stars coming off the bench, where they had no competition and basically went through the thing. This is basically how it ended up for the Denver Nuggets this year. They basically had no competition. I mean, the T-Wolves were trash. Everyone know that. The Suns were imploding. They had players that didn't even want to play for that coach or anymore, and the coach got fired because he lost the locker room. You had played the Lakers, who were a play-in team where Anthony Davis is always hurt or not hurt, depending on which foot he lands on. And then you had LeBron's old self playing with a torn tendon. And then you played Jimmy Butler, where his second and third best player are injured. I mean, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be remembered as just Jokic domination with the side of Murray, or is this just going to be like a yawn fest?
This is gonna be a yawn fest. This is not gonna be a whole Tim Duncan and the Spurs, back-to-back dynasty time, because they're not going.
They're not going back-to-back.
They're not going back-to-back. I mean,
you're putting that now. You're putting your flag in now.
I'm putting that now because I remember back in the day, Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Manu Ginobili, he got injured, but he was always a warrior. He played the game with a broken nose and a face mask. But with the Denver Nuggets, I mean, you got Michael Porter Jr. He has back problems. He's good every like 5 years. Then you got
Aaron Gordon.
Then you got Aaron Gordon. He's all right. He's learning. He's the only one that's only one that's always going to be there. Jokic is always going to be there. The point guard, what's his name?
Jamal
Murray. He's always injured.
Yeah, I mean he was injured the last couple of years because he tore his knee up, but before that he was really good, and he had a really good postseason this year.
This is the first season they all was like semi-healthy, healthy enough to finish the season.
They were definitely healthier than all the other teams, but it just goes to show you that health always does play a big factor in the playoffs and sometimes the NBA Finals. I don't know. I don't know what to think on this one. This was kind of boring. I don't think they'll repeat. I think Denver will be able to keep most of their team together. They had a kind of unique lineup where they kind of played with a point guard, a shooting guard, 2 power forwards, and a center. Because, Michael Porter Jr. is like 6'10", and Aaron Gordon's like 6'9", 6'10". So they basically played, since Aaron Gordon's athletic and Michael Porter Jr. is pretty athletic, they kind of big-bodied everyone with them having 2 power forwards and then Jokic big self at center. So, you know, it's kind of a throwback to the old ways where it's just the big bodies kind of inserted their dominance. You know, sometimes people ain't ready for the big bodies. Just ask my co-host in the post.
Man, stop
You know,
playing,
Mr.
man.
Barbecue Chicken, you know, he tried to guard me in the post and broke his Apple Watch. It was very unfortunate.
Man, I just gotta
You know,
say,
some people ain't ready to guard the post like that, and we see a lot of the NBA teams are very thin, very frail. You know, Victor Wembanyama definitely can't guard Jokic or a lot of any of the thick centers. There's not that many of them. But do you think that Jokic being the dominant one with his thick self, is that gonna force the NBA to try to get real deal big man players back playing at a high level?
Nah, this ain't gonna start no whole little Warriors thing where, like, you know, to change the game of the basketball. They're not going back boring. NBA is trying to keep it high scoring. They trying to score at least 120 points a game, 130 points a game on the scoreboard.
So he's
to get people
not
watching.
Tim Duncan 2.0, and he's not making the big man come back.
Nah, he's not making a big man come back. But I also want to say, speaking of big man coming back, shout out to Thomas Bryant, DeAndre Jordan, KCP,
Jeff Green, Ish Smith,
for winning the ring.
Yeah, they all won a ring. And Bruce Brown, man. Bruce Brown, who's a
yeah.
little annoying guy.
You know, every team.
I liked watching him when he played for Brooklyn, and then he got traded to Denver whenever they blew up the team and Kevin Durant and Kyrie left. And he absolutely killed it. He was the best player on their bench for Denver. And, you know, you even saw when he was playing with KD and Kyrie, he had the ball in his hands as basically the point guard and would, you know, pass to them. So you even saw him have the ball in his hands a lot. He made a lot of effort plays, a lot of steals, a lot of dive for balls. He's really the unsung hero, especially with their rookie player. Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was actually one of the first. He
won a title with Kansas
Yeah.
last year in college, and then he won an NBA championship here. I think they said that he was the fourth or fifth player
to ever do
in
that
history to go from winning a college title to NBA title the next year.
Next year, yeah, is rare. It doesn't really happen that often. But, you know, shout out to the Denver Nuggets. I mean, you know, Miami Heat, they're a good team. I always gotta say, not Victor Oladipo, Bam Adebayo. He's not as like he can play center, but he's a power forward.
He really needs a center next to him. He would kill it at power forward because most teams would not have a poor power forward to guard him if they had a real center. I think Miami Heat need to retool. I mean, with all the undrafted guys playing well, Duncan Robinson and Gabe Vincent, Strus was kind of up and down. Caleb Martin was good. I think if they keep this core together and literally add a center, or like they're rumored to add Kyrie, I'm not Kyrie, I'm sorry, Dame Lillard, I think this team could go to the top. So we'll definitely see what's going on with that. And we're going to keep you up to date and in tune with what's going on in this NBA offseason. We're going to have the NBA draft coming up. You know, the Spurs are going after Wembanyama. The local team here is going to take over. And we'll see if we can get a big man. I'm not the biggest Spurs fan. I'm hoping Dallas can do something. I don't even know if I want them to re-sign Kyrie. They went from the fourth team in the West before Kyrie with their team intact to trading a bunch of guys and then not even making the playoffs. The Kyrie curse is real, and I would rather avoid it if I'm being honest. But we're going to keep you up to date with the NBA news in the offseason. If any big trades go down, we'll definitely keep you in tune. So remember to stay tuned to Tales from the Crib and TFTC Clips if you're watching the clips. But let's go ahead and jump into New Music Monday. We got new music for you during the week. We got Orange Piccolo right there charging up because he's ready for the new music. So let's go ahead and check out what's going on. We got some our new playlists, or not new playlists, or playlists that you know about. TFTC Music Mix number 4. We got 138 videos. My co-host added a crap ton of songs, so I'm going to have to go back and add some of my artists to level it out. But Music Mix number 4, get that to 1,000 views. I might already be. I haven't checked the views on that in a minute. But check out our playlist if you're into rap and hip-hop, workout, gym music. That's definitely your mix right there. But I'm going to let my co-host break down the new music while I drain the lizard and be right back. So co-host, let him know what you're thinking about this new music.
Man, this new okay, so I mean, with this new music coming out this week, I gotta say, it was semi mid. It was semi mid. We got that Baby Tron. He dropped a little track with him counting from 1 to 100 with Andy Milonakis on the video. Amazing video. I really set that from 1 to 100. Really sitting there watching the whole video, which is crazy. Then on top of that, we had that new Dope Boy come out today. You know, that Beezy. That tape was alright. It wasn't all that. It was gonna be my pick of the week, but it was doing too much. He had a remix on it with, I think it's like the Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, a Ja Rule song that he remixed. He had a couple other songs on that he remixed and did. It wasn't really my vibe, but I mean, I can see the growth in Dope Boy. Then on top of that, we had who else dropped? Fat Trail dropped. They sent Young Scooter was supposed to drop. He didn't drop. Coil Ray, that's next week album. Fat Trail dropped. Let me see who else. Who else we got? Go down the list. That Rod for
What was Young Scooter dropping, a single or tape?
He was supposed to drop a tape, but it didn't drop.
That'll be my pick next time.
It was
sure.
We gonna see how it go. Sexy Red dropped a little tape. That Ski.
Body Red.
That song Ski. She did the video for it. That song fire is real catchy. But I mean, enough about that. Time to go to my pick. We got Rob 49, 4 God 2. Now 17 tracks. Out of 17 tracks, I like 15 of them. I give you 15 to 14. I give me 12.
I need to add this to go through to add songs to my playlist on Apple Music, because I've heard you play this mix. Is it a mixtape or CD?
I don't even know. You don't
even know. I feel like people put out CDs. If it does well, it's a CD. If it does trash, they call it a mixtape.
Facts.
Because there's really no difference. But from what you've played, I like Rob 49 features because he works with a lot of artists I listen to. But from what you played, it seems like it's pretty hard. Like he's been killing it. So who did a song with Roddy Ricch? YTB Fat.
He had a song with Birdman.
That's your new favorite artist, YTB Fat.
Yeah, with Moneybagg Yo.
I Swear Vezo. G Herbo. Shout out G Herbo.
He working.
150 Dream Team. And Da Baby, Trippie Redd, and No Cap.
That No Cap song,
I thought he wouldn't work with Da Baby. I thought he didn't work with Goofies.
Nah, Da Baby gonna bring his name back. But that No Cap song, that's one song I really didn't like. And I mean, that's really
I think that's probably old because I don't think he messed with him no more. He probably just wanted to get it out.
I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. But, I mean, that's my pick of the week. It's a hard tape. I mean, you got to listen to Rob 49. It's surprising. You know that French Montana? He had a song with French Montana.
He needs to not put angel wings on himself. And stop doing that.
He almost died in Miami with French Montana.
That's what I'm saying. French Montana almost got you smoked. You need to calm down. That's not what you would have said if you would have gone down. But you got to go to my pick, the OG, the DC native, man, the DMV legend, Fat Trail, Nightmare on E Street 2. He had 11 songs. I wish this was longer because this was actually a killer tape. You can see he's always been cool with the Glow Gang. You can see he's got that Glow Gang tattoo on his right shoulder. It definitely sounds like some OG, like Chief Keef vibes on this mixtape. If you listen to Fat Trail, he's always sound kind of like a Glow Gang member cousin. And he's always been really in tune with Glow Gang. So I love all his songs. I need to go through this and add the songs to my playlist. I haven't really been on my Apple Music that much this week, but I'm going to get to it. But he had some good songs. And hold on, I'm going to pull up the features because I can't freaking read it. Sorry, the screen's too far. I have it on my Apple Music. Let me... So he did a song with I Am Northeast, I Swear Bezo, Big Boogie. I think that's it. But he don't really need features. Fat Trail killing himself, so shout out Fat Trail. Give us some support. DMV's greatest, doing it big right there.
Gotta give it to him. I gotta say, man, I was real mad that I didn't get to pick this album as one of my picks, but don't worry about it. Next week, I got a banger for y'all.
Calm down, little banger. What you can do is like, comment, and subscribe if you listen this far to the podcast. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing with your life? Apparently nothing. Subscribe to this channel will change your world. Follow me at Twitter, at Papa O'Block. Follow this guy, Felix Supreme 305 at Twitter. Check him out there. He's going to give you crazy thoughts. And I don't tweet that much, but my co-host seems to tweet a lot of my random thoughts. I see end up on his tweets. So if you want to follow my random thoughts, follow Felix Supreme 305 because he's basically jocking my swag line for line bar for bar.
You seen that? You notice that?
I always know that. Your greatest tweets are my isms. But follow us, Tales from the Crib, on TikTok. There's a QR code. We got a QR code for IG, Tales from the Crib 210. There's Crib Reactions. Get us to 5K subs. Our latest videos have been absolutely killing it. Show us some love there. And give us some suggestions in the comments if you want to see something. But it's time for my co-host, favorite part of the show. It's time to strike a pose. Why are you cheesing so hard?
I'm just happy.
It looks like someone... Hold on, I'm going to mute us and move the mics out of the way, and then we're going to end the show.
Play our theme music. You already know. But you already know, man. It's the end of the show. We on the dock. It's time to go fishing for some baddies. I gotta hit up the Tatiana line with Paul Pierce.
Oh, you're going to go to jail on that one. Paul Pierce is not one
Hey, man, if you need
you could trust.
if you ever need a date for the night, you know you trying to get lucky. I got a website for
They
you.
got girlfriends for hire. That's only in Vegas, sir. They don't allow that anywhere else. But we're going to go ahead and get out of y'all. Thanks here for tuning in. What episode is this, 109?
109.
Yeah, next 110. Woo woo. Let us know. We'll see you next episode. Thanks for tuning in, Tales from the Crib.
Music.
We out of here.
My fofo.
Middle. See y'all later.
Fofo.
He's going to sleep.
I am.
Thanks for tuning in, Tales from the Crib. Check out everything else we do in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the clips. Check out the gaming. Check out Crib Reaction. Get us to 5K subs. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. We're recording every Monday. Podcast every Tuesday, so you have a time and reference. Put in the comments down below. That's the biggest way to help us. And like the video. Share. Send to your friends. We appreciate the support. We'll see y'all on the next episode, baby. We out.